A rhyming epistle to Dave Prentis. Hello Dave, I'm Rab Wilson. I've been emailing you for about the last 6 months and I'm a member of your union Unison, as you know, but unfortunately you've seen fit not to really reply to the questions that I'm asking to you. I'm very well known in Scotland as a poet, Dave. Many books published now, and for the last month, in January, I've been very busy with Robert Burns' suppers and speaking at them and reciting poetry. And I thought I would do something special, seeing it's kind of our anniversary, Dave, because this will be 30 weeks that I've been emailing the union trying to get answers for you people. And I thought I would do something special in this 30th week. I'd also like to tell you about this. This is Robert Burns' Humanitarian Award. I was at this event just a couple of weeks ago where there were 3 nominees in Scotland. It's a very prestigious event, this, and a very prestigious award. And this is given to individuals who've made great sacrifices to help humanitarian causes. And of course, I've been fated up here for my work in campaigning for transparency and honesty in the NHS. I've a petition in just now calling for an outright ban on confidentiality clauses in the NHS. Something that you should get behind, Dave. You should back that. And very serendipitously, and when I opened the mailbox earlier today, a strange bit of synchronicity. Here was the new Unison newsletter with your good self taking up a very prominent position there, Dave. There you are. That's the closest that I can seem to get to you. And you're saying, you know, about the great triumphs and leaps forward that the union's made and about how the work continues in 2014. And you tell us to watch this space. Well, maybe you should watch this space as well, Dave. Anyway, I'll read you the poem that I've written for you, Dave. A rhyming epistle to Dave Prentis. Now you'll need to forgive the Scots language in here because Burns was a great Scots poet, so I'm afraid this is in Scots, so you might need a wee bit of help with this, Dave. Dear Dave, I've wrote to you for months. I'm kind of getting now the hunch that you or I was out to lunch where I'm concerned. I'm getting scunnered with your bunch o' malcontents. Discontented that is with me. Was the only crime, it's plain to see, is talking truth to power. Nay lee, else where's the proof? You've ne'er replied, you must agree. Speak the truth. Whilst Dave, it seems your main aim's loot. You lang hae tint your socialist roots and ta'en up other weird pursuits. Bank president, unity trust, their cash doled out to labour's lent. And other jobs you've ta'en, I see, on braw executive committees whilst drafting labour policies in Nuffield College. You'd think, Dave, at this learned sea, you'd gain some knowledge. You swan about in fancy cars, hobnob with lords at Congress bars, with travel expenses, nane the war of bus stop queues, and blithely slam your office door on members' views. Nae wonder, Dave, ye hae nae time to write at all, far less in rhyme. Now some might reck this was a crime to treat your comrades with sick contempt whiles in the slime your honour wades. We aince had folk like John Maclean and James Keir Hardy, giants o' men, were fought for justice, no for gain, but for its sake, whilst now our union mandarins are on the make. And aince were comrades all together, where workers called each other brother. But now, we're all selt down the river by delegates, Ask them gin they would fecht your corner. You'll hae a wait. The workers, aye, they've had their day. Gin ye were Dave, what would ye do? Keep mind, he's paid £100K to dip his snoot. Worth every penny, the union says. I hae my doubts. He spouts the rhetoric o' the past, whiles leading the austerity march. But Dave, my friend, here is the catch. Ye talk the talk, yet every plack and kind ye snatch. Do ye walk the walk? My case is plain for all to pree. I asked for an apology, yet you're deaf, dumb and blunt, I see, and hae nae mens. It saddens me, you're lost, my friend, to common sense. To publicly disclose my tale, ye should have folk baith tooth and nail. Instead, your union boys turned tail. My case got binned. You left poor Rab without a sail to twist in the wind. And what a tale, with 20 deed o' arrogance and corporate greed and cover-ups and dirty deeds it had their lot. And yet the union sign secedes and sank my boat. What was the legal advice for this? There surely has been some remiss, or who a stick-on case was dissed by union donkeys. New organ grinder Dave, get pissed and sack some monkeys. I blew the whistle shrill and loud, and called upon your union brood. But when I turned to look, I stood all on my lane. Where now were all they comrades prood? There wasna ane. Oh Dave, ye should have risked some losses instead of siding wi' the bosses. Aiblins now ye'll bear the crosses that come wi' shame. Else mabbe's you'll no gie a tosses. Ye pass the blame. In unions I've spent 40 year, but Dave, I've had it up to here. You're sleekit, sly and insincere. I've been a mug. Ye rob me baith o' wealth and gear to pay your subs. I've had enow o' all your talk, like Orwell's pigs were learnt to walk. You've sold us out, Dave, gang and hawk elsewhere your wares. Con mere daft sheep to join your flock. I've ceased to care. Else hide a hint your secretaries, or weasel words quite damnatory, or lock yoursel in lavatories and stay weel hid. My honest tale is salutary to public good. Aye, Dave, you've lang syne selt the jerseys. Your principles were transitory. Let others listen to your story. I've had enough. We treat our members with dignity and sick like guff. Maybe it's time to bring the law to folk will just no listen of all. And I'll admit, I've ta'en a staw to folk like you, wha bombast spout and rubbish jaw that mak ye spew. There's retribution coming to ye, and I'll admit, Dave, I'm no sorry. I've begged 6 months an apology, a damp disgrace. Let's mark the stakes a wee less paltry. You've ran your race.